And a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, here on channel 100. If you're watching here in Louisville or over in Hartville or wherever you're watching. Actually, Flora, we're on channel 100. We're down in Sisney, Jeff, Albion, West Salem. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're over in Salem, we appreciate you tuning in on channel 98. Thank you so much for doing that. This, if you didn't notice, if you didn't see by the first picture of the show, I can show you right now. This is a solo effort here on Big Talk today. It's just me and you, and all of our friends in TV land, as it's the weekly Take the Points edition. And I gotta tell you, the last bit of school is very difficult for the fellas in my circle of friends. They've got games going on elsewhere. They've got track meets. There are other work engagements and social engagements that they all must. Lucas and Weeze and Jamie can't be here today for, but we do have them in spirit. Plus, we have their wagers in a few different bets. If you pay attention to that, you might remember, we're going to talk about the PGA tournament here in a little while. It's the second Master of the Year. You might recall I won the initial major tournament of the year with picking Scotty Sheffler. I won $80 on a $5 bet on that. So yeah, we're all ready to make our bets again this week for the PGA this weekend. It starts on Thursday. This show is being seen on television on Friday morning. You might be, however, watching it a little bit early. I'm letting the cat out of the bag, as we are actually shooting this on a Wednesday afternoon. Me and you. We are shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. But I'm going to tell you what's going on Friday, since that's when this is on TV. What is going on around the area here on this weekend? It's going to be a big weekend, a gorgeous weekend. Maybe a little bit of rain Saturday night, but it's not going to be enough to hurt anybody. Not going to be enough to hurt a thing, and don't even pay any attention to it. What is going on this Friday and Saturday night? Well, on Friday, it's the Edwards County Senior Class Parade Friday afternoon. It's going to begin at 5:30, and the route will head east from the high school, the K through 12 building, turn left onto the square, circle the courthouse, and then head back west on Route 15 back to the K-12 building. So that's pretty cool. You get two chances to, if you're sitting along the side of the road, you get two chances to see your favorite graduates and students from the class of 2022, as well as all the other classes from the Edwards County High School, their senior class parade. That'll be a good time. Baccalaureate will be then held at the Linda Oxby Gymnasium Friday night right after the parade. So that's cool. What else is going on here in Flora now, ladies and gentlemen? We had Stacy Earlywine on the show earlier this week, along with Jim Earlywine, and they told us about the Depot Show. The Depot Show taking place here at Flora High School tonight at the Harry Perry Auditorium. I think it's Henry Perry Auditorium at 7 o'clock here on Friday night, and 7 o'clock again on Saturday night. This year's Depot Show, it's a play entitled The Night at the Wax Museum. The Night at the Wax Museum. And it'll be held, like I said, tonight and tomorrow night. Show will be at the Penry Auditorium. Tickets $10 for and children age 3 or less are free. So $10 for everybody, and if you're age 3 or less, free. You can purchase tickets at the Flora Chamber office. They probably still have them downtown there at the Flora Depot. Also at Flora Bank and Trust, the First Community Bank, or at the Flora Banking Company. That's just right here by the studio. Tickets will be also available at the door, same price whether you have tickets beforehand or not. And all proceeds, of course, do benefit the maintenance of the historic Flora Depot. And folks, I've said it time and again, if you have not been to the Flora Depot, to take it in and see the museum and stuff down there, it is well worth an hour or two or three of your time. It's a lot of fun. What else going on today over in Olney at the Richland County Country Club, just a bit north of Olney? It'll be a big old golf outing for the Olney Central College Foundation. They will host their 20th annual golf outing. Lunch will be served at 11:30 and then tee off set for 1 p.m. The event includes 18 holes of golf in scramble format. Entry fees only $75 a person or $300 for a team of 4. Give them a call. If they probably are still taking entries. If you feel like golfing today, they may throw you into a group. Also, if somebody doesn't have a full group, it's always possible. 395-7777 is the wait a minute. That got on the wrong date. That's Friday the 27th. That's what I get for not reading. The deadline to register is today. So if you're wanting to go play in that, register today. What else going on up in Effingham? It's the Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid from 7 o'clock to 8:45 at the Effingham Performance Center. The Dance Life Troupe is presenting the Little Mermaid. This, of course, colorful adventure tells the story of an impetuous mermaid princess, Ariel, who falls in love with the very human Prince Eric, puts everything on the line for a chance with love. Well, with local students aged 3 through teens, Dance Life's show draws heavily from the 1989 movie. I think that was a Disney movie, as well as rock inspiration, and reminds all of us to dream big. It takes place tonight at 7 o'clock and again tomorrow at 2 p.m. So Friday at 7, Saturday at 2. What else going on? This is cool. I like to keep you apprised on some live music from time to time. Mario Speedwagon. That's a great name. Mario Speedwagon will be at the Truckers Pub up there in Effingham tonight. That's going to start around 8 o'clock, play till around midnight. Don't miss out. Enjoy some good live music. What's going on Saturday? A lot of stuff going on Saturday. It's graduation day for the Edwards County Community Unit District. All the schools are graduating. West Salem Grade School will be at 10 a.m. and then Albion Grade School at 4, Edwards County High School at 7. So if you've got kids in all those schools, you got a full day. What else is going on? Charlie Brown Park down here in Flora. They're going to have an auction on Saturday at 10 a.m. The Flora Masonic Lodge and the Shriners Hospital having an auction starting at 10 o'clock Saturday. There'll be many useful and intriguing items up for sale. I don't know exactly what that means, but they probably will help you out. All proceeds, of course, go to the Shriners Hospital, a wonderful organization. They'll be able to help you out there. In Salem on Saturday, this is fun. It's getting to be that kind of weather, folks, that time of year. This is a gorgeous day. It should hopefully be for the May Car Show. The May Car Show over at the Evergreen Christian Church will be from 9 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. That's a pretty long car show. That's right there on Broadway, about 1875 North Broadway, so that might be north of the school. Description: registration from 9 to noon with a $15 entry fee. There will be awards, food, DJ trophies for the top 5 cars, top 3 trucks, as well as best motorcycle, best of show, the Pastor Award, and the Jerry Gray Family Award. So that'll be fun. If you want more information, give Ken Carpenter a call at 231-1366. You could probably do that after you finish the Brian Bennett Library walking event. This will be from the Brian Bennett Library there at 315 South Maple. The leisurely stroll will take the following route. They're going to start at the corner of Maple and Church, proceed to McMacken, turn east, up then east toward Broadway, and that'd be west toward Broadway. Yeah, east toward Broadway, and then turn north, proceed to Main, turn west. If you fall in, you'll find it. At 9, then there will be also, after finishing walk, participants can return to the library for snacks and a couple of informational programs at 9:30 in the library's large meeting room. Physical therapist assistant Kara Sellers will talk about about chair exercises. At 10, Tom Champion will describe his experiences with power walking. Mr. Champion, he's participated in a bunch of different competitions, and it's not a very long route. Basically, nice walk around the block, so you can go there and enjoy your morning before you go pick up your car. What else is going on today? This, ladies and gentlemen, National Pick Strawberries Day falls on May 20th every year, just in time for you to get out there and pick the really good ones. Every May 20th, National Pick Strawberries Day encourages folks to pick strawberries right about this time of year. They start coming into season and there's just something special about the taste of sun-warmed strawberry picked straight off the vine. I've been picking strawberries off the vine, oh my heavens, all my life. I probably started doing it when I was 4 or 5 years old, just like that little girl in the picture. Plus, it's healthy, ladies and gentlemen. As fun facts about strawberries, everybody in the United States, the average American, eats 3.5 pounds of strawberries per year. I must tell you, I think I eat a few more than 3.5 pounds. Strawberries are the only fruit with the seeds on the outside. Because the seeds are not on the inside, they are not technically a fruit, but they are actually a member of the rose family. How about that? They do grow on vines, and there are about 200 seeds on each strawberry. High in vitamin C, vitamin B6, and folic acid. I believe that's vitamin K. And California produces the most strawberries in the United States. 75% of all American strawberries come from California. The first strawberries, I bet you didn't know where the first strawberries were grown. Think vines, think orchards, think vines. Of course, France. France grew the first strawberries in the late 18th century. Prior to them, wild strawberries were collected and commonly used as a fruit source. So that's pretty cool. What else is going on today on May 20th? It's the third Friday in May, so hey, that makes it National Pizza Party Day. Each year on the third Friday in May, millions of pizza lovers across the nation, they get together to join to extol the qualities of pizza on National Pizza Party Day. Since pizza is one of America's favorite foods, it really comes as no surprise that folks celebrate a day that features a pizza party. Pizza parties bring friends together, also an excellent way to reward a team or a group for a job well done. Some facts about pizza. In ancient Greeks, the Greeks covered their bread with oils, herbs, and cheese, which some attribute to the beginning of pizza. And actually in Byzantine Greek, the word was spelled pita, meaning pie, like with a pi, iota, pi, alpha. Trying to remember my old Greek, pi, iota, pi, alpha. Pita. There you go. Although it sounds like that ought to be pipa. I don't know. That's what they tell me. First United States pizza establishment started in New York's Little Italy in 1905. It's hard to believe that pizza has only been in the United States for just over 115 years. The largest pizza ever made, folks, according to the Guinness World Record, weighed 13 tons, 26,883 pounds, and it was in South Africa on December 8th, 1990. How about fastest pizza eating contest? Kelvin Medina ate a 12-inch pizza on April 12th, 2015 in 23.62 seconds. That's pretty fast to eat a pizza. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Rescue Dog Day. Every year on May 20th, the National Rescue Dog Foundation recognizes all the benefits of allowing a four-legged canine to adopt you into their immeasurably lovable life. According to the ASPCA, approximately 3.3 million dogs enter shelters every year, and when these abandoned and abused animals find their way to a shelter, each one needs a forever home, and their potential is, of course, limitless. No matter their size, color, breed, your dogs will find a way to nuzzle, fetch, or beg their way into your heart. You find it hard not to scratch one behind the ear. As taking a look at those dogs there, I've had seven dogs in my adult life, and looking at this picture, even more pictures, I really have not had. I've had a dog that maybe looked like Tia there in the middle. That'd be about the only one I've had. Of course, most of mine have been Great Danes, but I've had a couple of small dogs, Rancher and Rico, but most of them have been Great Danes. So, and by the way, of my 7 dogs, I only purchased one from a breeder. That was the first one. Didn't know any better. But since then, every chance we have gotten and every time we have gotten a new dog, we've either rescued it from a shelter or rescued a stray or rescued it from the breeder, not breeder, but the Great Dane Foundations. So I urge you, if you're thinking about getting a dog, go to the shelter. Find yourself a good, they are begging for folks to come take dogs or come for good homes, for good homes for dogs. What do you want to see on TV today? Well, St. Louis Cardinals will be in Pittsburgh tonight, and I'm telling you this because it's not on TV. This is another one of those games on Apple TV, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. If we could have it on TV, we would. They're playing at 6:10 tonight. It'll be on Apple Plus. If you have that, you know it. If you don't, you can probably figure out a way to get it. Also tonight, the Yankees are playing Chicago, the White Sox. Dallas Keuchel versus Nestor Cortez. That's on NBC Sports Chicago at 6:05. At 1:20, it's Arizona versus the Cubs. Humberto Castellanos versus Justin Steele. That'll be on Marquee Channel 597. Hockey, the Stanley Cup playoffs do continue. We'll get to that later in the show as well. New York Rangers at Carolina Hurricanes on ESPN Channel 601. That'll be followed by the Oilers versus the Flames, also on ESPN. And NBA basketball playoffs, one game tonight, the Mavericks at Golden State, game 2 of their series. PGA golf all day long today on ESPN, 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 7 o'clock, ESPN Channel 601, and then Saturday and Sunday, 9 to noon on ESPN, and then noon to 6 on CBS. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Back right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. How'd y'all like that Kentucky Derby weekend before last? I got to tell you, I loved it. I thought it was a great race. It was a lot of fun. I have talked to more people who enjoyed. They've seen that overhead. I think you've probably seen. Hopefully, you've probably seen that overhead camera shot where you have the pointer on Epicenter leading the way, and then the pointer on Rich Strike just basically making its way through traffic. Such a fun time. The bad deal is, of course, that's the first crown of the Triple Jewel, with the second one being the Preakness and the third one being the Belmont in 3 weeks. The second one is the Preakness this weekend. The bad deal is Rich Strike is holding out of it. They're not going to race the Preakness because they're waiting for the Belmont Stakes. And I got to tell you, listening to their owners and their trainers talk about it, they seem to know when their horse is ready to go. And if they don't think their horse is ready to go this weekend, by all means, to me, don't rush the horse. That's okay. But there are a bunch of horses that did race in the Kentucky Derby that are planning on racing in the Preakness this weekend. By the way, folks, if you're wondering what to wear, the Kentucky Derby, of course, it's Run for the Roses, and there are roses everywhere, and it's all that kind of thing. In the Preakness and at Pimlico Racetrack in Maryland, it is Black-Eyed Susans. So Black-Eyed Susans, and you'll see a bunch of those. That's kind of a kind of remindful of the Maryland, state of Maryland flag. But there is the rundown of the starting spots and the morning line odds for each of the horses. That's the other crazy thing. The Kentucky Derby is always such fun because it's a 20 horse race. They've been running. I think of the last 25 runnings of the Derby, maybe only 3 have had fewer than 20 horses. It's always a huge race. That's how you get the gigantic odds, like Rich Strike winning at 80-1. That doesn't happen at Pimlico so often, the Preakness, because they only run. Their gate is 14 wide. It's a skinny track. It's a skinny track, and it is a tight track. It's got its own issues, but you see nobody up there is 80-1. Fenwick is the high at 50-1. So, and if it's 51 in this race with only 9 racing, their folks aren't thinking very highly of Fenwick. But there are 4 or 5 horses that raced on February. Pardon me, on the weekend of May 7th that are racing here, including 1 or 2 from the Oaks. I'm going to talk about just a few of them and let you take a look. Simplification is running. There's Simplification. It is John Velasquez will be riding Simplification. It did run in the Kentucky Derby. It was the first time it finished off the board in a dirt race, but finished 4th place in Kentucky, and it was an excellent effort. The post position draw is kind of a concern here for Simplification. As you see, he's in the 1 hole, but from the rail, he might be forced to use a little bit of speed to get a position early. But the way that other race went, I don't know if he's going to be able to get out there and get early with some of the other ones in it. One of the other ones that ran that weekend but did not run in the Derby is Creative Minister. There is Creative Minister right there. That's a good-looking roan. He began his career just 2 months ago, and in 3 starts has 2 wins and a loss by a neck in his debut. He broke his maiden on a sloppy track at Keeneland, and then impressed folks at the Kentucky Derby day on an underguard. He ran in a $150,000 supplemental Triple Crown nomination to get into the Preakness, and his trainer won the Preakness a couple of years ago with a filly, and his speed figures are pretty good. You might want to think about Creative Ministry. He opens at 10-1. He'll be moving. And by the way, I do have the bets that our crew here are making. I'll tell you those in just a second. This is the one I really like. Secret Oath won the Kentucky Oaks back on the 6th. An impressive winner in the Oaks against a very strong field of 14 fillies. Now, that's the thing. Secret Oath is a filly. She's going to attempt to become the 7th filly to win the Preakness, joining a Swiss Skydiver a couple of years ago and Rachel Alexandra back 13 years ago. Dwayne Lucas is 86 years old. He's the trainer of Secret Oath. Secret Oath is 9-2 to open. Daughter of Arrogate. I love this horse. I am all over this horse is and everything. I am betting. I think that she's going to beat the boys. But that's just me. Who else is running? Early voting is getting a lot of play. He's at 7-2. He was a neck away from being unbeaten in 3 starts. The loss came in the Wood Memorial when Mo Donegal caught him. He has honest early speeds and expected to go the front right out of the gate, but a couple of other horses might pressure early voting. He's a Chad Brown horse, and Brown made the decision to skip the Derby to run at Pimlico, as he did back in 2017 when he won the Preakness with Cloud Computing. So that's one to keep in mind. Chad Brown is a brilliant trainer, very good, and he skipped one to get to this. So keep that in mind. And of course, you can't really forget about Epicenter. Poor Epicenter led the entire way there in the Kentucky Derby, as Steve Osmussen's horse is the 6-5 favorite. Big favorite in this. I got to tell you, I'm surprised he's that big a favorite, but everybody loves him. What are we betting on? What's the crew here going to throw our money away? I mean, we're not throwing our money away. Although none of us did win anything on the Derby last week. That doggone horse, I tell you. Jamie, what's Jamie betting? Jamie's, we gave us each $10 in show bucks each. So we were each throwing $10 at this race, and we're going to come out. The competition is to see who comes out ahead. Jamie is throwing $2 win, place, and show on Simplification. As we saw, Simplification is 6-1. So if that hits, that's a pretty good day. That would be at $2 across the board. That would pay about $14 and 7 or 8 and another 6 or 7. It's like a $25 win on a $6 bet. He's also throwing $4 to win on Epicenter. What's Lucas doing? Everything is going on early voting. That's Secret Oath. How about early voting right there? Everything is going on early voting, as all $10 to win on early voting. As we saw, early voting is a 7-2 bet, so that he would turn that $10. That would pay, $35? That's not bad. That'll work. What's Weeze doing? Weeze has an exacta box, a $1 exacta box. Now, this is going to cost extra because he's putting 3 horses in. Early voting, Secret Oath, and Epicenter. He's got 3 horses in there. It's probably not going to pay all that much because the odds just aren't all that good, especially with Epicenter. If Epicenter's involved, it's going to hurt him. He's also got $4 to win on early voting. What am I doing? Well, I told you. I love Secret Oath. Secret Oath, $6 to win. The girl's going to beat the boys, and I've got a $2 exacta box. Secret Oath beating or losing to Epicenter. One or the other, hopefully to pay off the other bet. There you have it. Now you got winners. Free money. We'll be back and give you some free money on the PGA right after this. Stick around. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, we talked about horse racing. Let's talk about another kind of off sport. I just got to thinking, this show today is all about sports people really don't care about much, because I'm going to talk hockey later and baseball, and I'm fully avoiding the NBA and the NFL. Well, I've got some NBA stuff too. So, but ladies and gentlemen, the PGA is this weekend at Southern Hills Golf Course in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Southern Hills Golf Course has a history. It's kind of an interesting history, and I'll tell you, I've got 3 or 4 stories I can tell you about Southern Hills. There's the story about Jack Nicklaus showing up late for his junior amateur, and the judge or the starter told him, "Hey, I was about to penalize you your first hole," and he ended up winning. He was 13 years old. Jack Nicklaus is now 80, so that was in 1955 or something like that, 53, 55. But he ended up winning. I could tell you about the hippies. Back in the 1970, it was the weekend of the 1970, I believe it was the U.S. Open, was gonna be played. The Open was going to be played there, and there was a threat came to the note of the security people there that there were going to be hippie streakers run across the green the night before the opening day of the Open, and it was going to be 5. They had specifics on this. I'm telling you, Southern Hills in Tulsa is kind of an odd place. They had specifics on this. They were going to have 5 naked hippie ladies, gals, women. We're going to run across the green, draw the cops away from the 18th green, and 5 hippie men, their apparent cohorts, were going to go onto the green and put a peace sign, make a peace sign out of the 18th green with like weed killer. I think that's pretty funny, but they beefed up the security and it never happened. Some other ones that happened. There was a professional hit took place on the golf course in the parking lot. Of course, there's no marker for it, but a hitman for the Whitey Bulger Boston gang, they killed a millionaire in the parking lot because that's where they knew he was going to be. Knew he was going to be golfing. That was like in 1981. But the other one that's kind of interesting During the 1977 PGA, Hubert Green, who went on to win the PGA, he led by a couple of strokes going into the final round on Sunday. And there was a death threat was called in to the golf course or to the police and said, at the 15th tee, we plan on shooting and killing Hubert Green, the man in the lead. And so there was a large conference among the authorities and the police and the FBI to determine, hey, do we tell him? They didn't tell him until they let him play. He's up one stroke at the 15th hole, and he is coming off the 14th green. The police pull him aside. They tell his caddy to go onto the tee. They pull him aside. They say, by the way, we're giving you 3 options here. We can clear the course, and you go ahead and play on out, or we can go ahead and call it for a day and just come back and finish tomorrow, or we can just let you go ahead and play through. Well, he was already in the lead, and he said, well, let's just play through. However, they didn't tell his caddy that hole. So he went to the green, he went to the tee where he was supposed to be shot, mind you. He's supposed to be shot, and of course police are going, they're huge presence around the 15th tee for some reason. Nobody can figure out why. He takes the club from his caddy and says, stand away over there. So and he hits a shot, hooks it to the left, and has to go track it down. And he's walking off the tee. Caddy comes up to him and he says, don't walk with me. Just give me the club, then go over there. So he goes over there, and he hits his second shot, hooked it. Caddy's going ape, right? The caddy's going just nuts, and Green finally the caddy asks a cop what is going on, and the guy tells him. And so the caddy goes over there to him before his third shot because he'd hooked the second one too, and he had a tough up and down to finish for a par on 15. The caddy comes up to Green and says, and Green says, "Go over there. Here, give me the club, give me the wedge, and then we'll talk, and then go to the other side of the green." And the caddy says, "No, I'm not doing that. I grew up in the South Bronx. I am not worried about such things." He said, if somebody wanted to, I'm more worried about getting shot walking down the street than if anybody wanted to do it, they'd already done it. So the caddy stayed with him. He ended up parring the hole. He ended up winning the tournament by 1 stroke. The police stayed with him for the next 3 holes. He ended up winning by 1 stroke. Let's hope none of that happens this weekend. I'm just telling you all that to tell you all this. Who is favored? Scotty Sheffler is 11-1. John Rahm at 12-1. And then you can see a few of the other ones. Why is Scotty Sheffler favored? Well, of course, he won the Masters. Here you see Scotty getting his Masters jacket, the green jacket for winning the Masters, of course. And Scotty's a good player. I like I said, I bet on Scotty back at the Masters. Does it really kind of favor him? Well, Southern Hills they've made some changes in the last couple of years. It's going to be hot and windy the first 2 days. Then it's going to cool off and be windy the next couple of days. And then, like the name implies, it's a lot of hills. There are a ton of hills on this course. The fairways are long. They added 500 yards since the last time this was used as a tournament course, a professional tournament course. It is big and long. You got to be a long hitter and be able to, and a pretty good chipper to do well on this course. Does it fit Sheffler? Yeah, probably pretty well. I'm not betting him because at 11-1, it's a little bit too tight for me. I'm just not going to do that this time. I had him at 16 in the Masters. I like that one. At 11, I don't much care for Scotty. Who else is being looked at? Well, there's a Rory McIlroy. This kind of fits in well with Rory's game. Rory's game is one of long hitting, and why is he getting so much notice? Why is he getting so much play? Well, he finished the Masters extremely well. He was kind of out of it after the first or second day in Augusta. He came back, played really well. You see that McIlroy is 14-1. That to me is maybe a little bit too tight as well. I don't think. Well, let me just put it that way. I don't have McIlroy, but some of my people do. Some of the Jamie and Louise and the guys do. Who else are we thinking about today? This is who I'm thinking about. This is Kyle Lowry. This is built for Kyle Lowry, and he is on this. I couldn't find him for less than 25-1, but there were folks getting him for 35-1 prior to the last day or two. His number has dropped to 25, which tells you a little bit about. And I got him at 25. I wish I had picked him about 2 days ago when it was 35. But those are three of the guys. By the way, who's the returning winner? How come we're not talking about the returning winner? Ladies and gentlemen, that's Phil Mickelson holding the trophy from last year's tournament. And yeah, Phil's not going to be there this year. Phil is currently in a little self-exile from the sport. So you're wondering, what did Phil do? Well, if you're a golf fan, you know what Phil did. Phil is he's kind of part of a group trying to start another tour. And he's still welcome. So he's welcome. He was supposed to play golf here this weekend. But as as one of the representatives of the new tour, he also said some things about he let the Saudis off a little bit easy. Let's put it that way. I can't remember his exact comment, but something, we all make mistakes and we all learn from them, something like that. And this was talking about the murder of Khashoggi done by the Saudi prince. So. Yeah, he's decided he wants to take a little time off, and I think it's probably helpful for the PGA as well as for the rest of the golfers that he's not there, because he would certainly be drawing a ton of attention. Maybe it'd be better if he was there. He'd be taking some attention off of them. I don't know, but he's not there. How about Tiger Woods, you ask? What's Tiger going to do? Well, it's a lot of hills, and Tiger's leg, even while it's better than it was last month, presumably, not a lot of folks. The folks saw how he finished the Masters, struggling, and he's going to need a lot of improvement from that to be able to play. And I don't think anybody expects him to do very well. What are we betting? Well, in this group, we did the same thing for this that we did in the horse race. We gave each of us $10 in show bets and try to go crazy. Jamie has bet on McIlroy to miss the cut, $2 on McIlroy to miss the cut. That'll pay 4-1, so that'll pay him $10 on a $2 bet. He's also bet on Spieth to win at 14-1, $2 at 14-1 will pay him $30 on that. $6 on Tony Finau over Matt Kuchar at minus 120. So that'd pay him about $100. That would end up paying him about $10. Those are fine bets. Lucas, $3 on Tony Finau to win at 55-1. He's got Max Homa in the top 10 for $2 at 5.5-1. And Adam Scott in the top 20 at plus 320. And then JT, nobody's talked about Justin Thomas. He's playing really well. He might be the sleeper. If you can call Justin Thomas a sleeper. His top 5 number is plus 220. So those are Lucas's bets. He went $3 on Thomas. Weeze, he bet on all these guys to finish in the top 10. $4 on Hideki Matsuyama at plus 240. $3 on Cameron Smith at plus 250. $2 on Scotty Sheffler at plus 160. That's the only money any of us have on Sheffler. And then $1 on Jordan Spieth at plus 190. What am I doing? I told you. I like Shane Lowry at minus $4 at 25-1. That'll pay me $104. Need that. Then I've also got Billy Horschel at 80-1 for $2. I like Billy Horschel as a long shot. You got to like long shots. You got to pick a long shot, right? $2 on him. That paid me about $160. And then I've also got Jordan Spieth for $4 over Rory McIlroy. That would pay me about $9. So good luck to you. Those are ours. We hope you do as well. I hope you do as well as I did in the Masters. Let's just hope. Be right back. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cat Street TV. Let's talk a little bit about the NBA, and you probably think that I'm going to tell you all about all the playoff series that are going on. This is actually up to date on Wednesday afternoon before Dallas and Golden State play on Wednesday night, which is going to be an intriguing series, a lot of fun. I think the Miami and Boston series Boston is kind of beat up. Miami leads 1-0. They're talking about Al Horford being out a couple of games. Boston's without Marcus Smart. It really goes to show you how important it is to have all your players back and have all your players playing and have health in the playoffs. The reason I mention that is that Dallas Golden State series, Dallas Luka Doncic is just on fire for Dallas, and Golden State's missing one of their top studs. So, but they do have, of course, they've got Stephen Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson. They've got a lot of their stud ducks, but they're missing one of their top defenders. So you think I'm going to talk about that? No! The big story was Tuesday night they held the NBA draft lottery, and Orlando gets the number 1 pick. So you think, well, what are they going to do? Orlando's had the number 1 pick 4 times. They took Shaquille O'Neal, I believe, number 1 back several years ago, but they've also had it a few other times. Who are they going to take? I'll just spend a couple of minutes talking about about the draft expectations. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is Chet Holmgren. If you remember the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, when at the end of it, when the large alien comes out of the ship and does the hand signals and stuff, and then like walks back onto the ship, that reminds me a lot of Chet Holmgren. He is 7 feet tall, 195 pounds, not yet 100 pounds or 200 pounds, and he's probably going to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. It just boggles the mind to me. Now, I love Chet Holmgren. I think he's going to be a great NBA player, and I guess you got to take him number 1. But there's a lot of good players in this year's draft. I would worry about drafting a 19-year-old under 200 pounds to play in what is essentially an adult men's league, because it really is. Who's going to go number 2? Who got the number 2 pick? Well, everybody thinks Paolo Banchero is going to go number 2 as the not Oklahoma City Thunder got the 2 pick. It was Orlando got the 1 pick, number 2. Yeah, Oklahoma City. I'm sorry. It was the number 2 pick is Oklahoma City. Banchero may be best known for being mistaken at a NASCAR race a couple of weeks ago for Stephen Curry. I thought that was kind of interesting. Or no, that was a Formula One race. That was a Formula One race. Who's going to be number 3? The current line of thinking is our friend Jabari Smith from down at Auburn. He'll probably go the Houston Rockets is the current thought process. And then you get into maybe some of the Big Ten guys. Jaden Ivey is thought to be the number 4 pick for Sacramento, and then possibly Keegan Murray going to Detroit with the 5. I don't know if I buy any of that. The interesting thing to me, I was listening to somebody talk about Jaden Ivey today, and what a perfect draft he would be for the Indiana Pacers, who picked 6th. So are the Pacers going to move up to try to get Ivey? He's a Purdue grad, Purdue player. He's from Indiana, from South Bend. The people are thinking he's going to be the next Ja Morant. So I don't know. I think Pacers move up if they got any brains, but we'll see what happens. Just a quick look at the NBA draft, and we'll finish up with baseball. A little bit of hockey and baseball here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I'll be right back. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
And welcome back here to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll wrap things up for this morning, and this morning's edition of Big Talk should have the boys back next week, as hopefully we'll be through with most high school events. By the way, that reminds me, we do plan on showing the baseball game on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Saturday at 11 a.m. is the regional championship game at North Clay. Presumably North Clay is in that. The game was going on as I started the taping, and they were ahead 5-0 over Sisney. Be a tough road to hoe for Sisney to get back in that, but we'll see. We'll check scores later. North Clay will play the winner of South Central versus Red Hill. They play on Thursday afternoon, barring weather. What else were we going to talk about? How about the NHL, ladies and gentlemen? That's where the Stanley Cup playoffs stand right now. Colorado leads St. Louis 1-0, and Tampa leads Florida 1-0. They're just getting underway in their conference semifinals here, and I'm just showing this basically to tell you, boy, the Blues are going to have to play a lot better than they did on Tuesday night. They and hopefully by the time you're seeing this on television, they've evened up the series at 1 game apiece, but. Colorado's really good and really fast. The Blues ended up taking that game to overtime, lost 3-2, but that very easily could have been a 6-2, 5-2 win for Colorado, because they just peppered Jordan Bennington, and the goalie for the Blues. He did an outstanding job, and hopefully he doesn't have to do that good a job. Well, hope he does that good a job, but they can't depend on one person to carry him like that, because they're just you can't do that. Here's what the baseball standings look like right now. The New York Yankees, they are on top in the American League East, and they have basically taken over most folks' thoughts as the most powerful team, the number one ranked team in baseball, for those folks who pay attention to baseball rankings. 27-9, they're playing extremely good baseball right now, and no real surprises with the Astros being on top of the division. The Twins, I picked them to win the division. Chicago being 18-8, maybe a bit of a surprise that they're not over 500, but it's relatively early. And then taking a look at the National League, the Cardinals and the Brewers are in a dogfight, 2.5 games back, the Cardinals out of the Brewers. The Brewers have, by the way, played 25 of the games they've played, 25 out of the 37 games they've played have been against teams that were under 500, and 25 of the 36 games the Cardinals have played have been against teams over 500. So that kind of gives you a little bit about where those two teams are standing. Reds are making a comeback. How about that? Look at the Cincinnati Reds. They are no longer last in run differential, as the Pittsburgh Pirates have lost. Pittsburgh Pirates, over the course of the last 3 weeks, have lost games to the Cubs. Cubs, as you see, not all that much to write home about at 15-20. The Pirates have lost games to the Cubs, 3 games by scores of 21-0, 9-0, and 7-0. In just those 3 games, that's 37 runs. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you come to have a -72 run differential in just 5 weeks into the season. So there you go, folks. there you have it. It's a wonderful weekend. You got the Preakness, you've got NBA, NHL hockey, you got the PGA. Enjoy with my compliments. Thank you so much for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday morning, and have a great weekend. See you later.